Hey, here I am, and welcome back. My name's Nathan, and if you're into urban sketching, you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to do a redo of last week's video, which was supposed to be a review of this Fuumuui Travel Palette set, but everything was an absolute disaster last week, so it was an unfair review. If you want to check that out, do so at your own peril. But I'm back here at the Palau Reial in Barcelona, and I've actually chosen a slightly different vantage point than the last video because I didn't want them to just be the same. But I do have something to show you about this. Now, I thought this strap was so that you could wear it as like a lovely little handbag, a lovely little clutch. But actually, it turns out, so many people told me in the comments, it's for hanging around your neck so that you can use it like this. If you didn't have a table, you could just do this, which I think is a little bit uncomfortable. And I mean, it kind of serves a purpose, I guess. Gives me a funny posture. Personally, I wouldn't use it this way. But I have remembered a good tripod today, so let's just crack on. As you can see, I have a tripod here. This is a Manfrotto tripod, which has this little attachment that I've already put on the bottom of my travel kit. And that should just, slide into there like that. Lovely, much sturdier. Now then. And I remembered my sketchbook today, so that's also good news. And I remembered the clip and a spare clip. So today we should have no problems at all. All right, let's go. I've also remembered this. I've remembered a fountain pen just in case, and I've remembered a rubber just in case, and also this wristband. I didn't have one of those the other day, so this is another thing that I remembered. My brain has worked better with me today, at least, so that's something, isn't it? I don't need those for now, though, so, oops. Oh, typical. Ah. Oh, I've got sticky fingers now. Ah. Please don't let this be another day where everything goes wrong. Oh, gosh. Sprayed. Oh, goodness me. Right, well, fortunately, I don't sketch left-handed, so that should be okay. I'm going to do a landscape again. There we go, that just fits on there just, and I'm going to use this clip here just to hold that back. There we go. I am just going to add now that this travel set was sent to me by Fuumuui for review, but all of the opinions expressed in this video, and the last one, might I add, are my own. So let's see, shall I do a little border like this one up here? I think I might. So let me just sketch that in. So this pen has this kind of graphite end to it, which I think never runs down. Okay, I'm just going to add some third lines in there. I don't know how these work, because they do rub out as well. More or less. Right, so I want to have this. There's a tree coming down here. There's a bush here. There is an Allen key to tighten this. I haven't brought it with me. There's a lamppost here. I'm going to keep that in because I quite like lampposts. They're good for showing a bit of perspective. So I'm going to make it just a little bit maybe taller than it appears in real life. Then I'm going to have the side of the building here on this third. There is some perspective, so if you stretch out your hand or your arm as far as it goes, you can use your pen by looking at, for example, what was on here. You could look at the length of that and hold your finger to it and then translate it down. But I'm looking, and this building is 2 of my pencils high, and this little porch part goes halfway up. So if I decide to, let's have the perspective going from here this way. And the bottom line, let's have here. So if this is going to be the height of the building from there to here, And we're going to have the front of the porch halfway up, which is about there, right? So this is my fingering technique, by the way. Okay, so that is where the horizon comes to an end, more or less. So every line needs to come out of here. So let's say that's about that. More or less. It's not exact, but it will do for me. Maybe like this. It's not much of a protrusion anyway. It's only a little one. So let's try that. How does that look? Does that look like something? It's like a little balcony thing on the top of it. And then this building is just a little bit further behind it, so it's a little bit more like this. So we know that's coming out. We're going to have leaves and trees going down here. Might even try and get that little bust on there. There's a little bust. Bust! Steps down there. If you do a little cross inside of your square, that will show you where your center points are. Cross at the back, so the door needs to be somewhere around there, which means the next window is here, following these lines. And there's another little window up there, and another one here. Look how much easier this has been with a sturdy tripod. That is literally made a world of difference. Gosh, I don't know how people sketch like this though. It's kind of hurting my arm keeping it up all the time. I'm not used to it at all. Ball thing on there and another one there. Right. Oh, there's a bush here. There's another bush there. Bush here. And a bush there and a bush there. Right. I am going to use my fountain pen this time to add some details onto this, because last time I felt a little bit lost. Again, it's a bit strange doing it at this angle, and I'm worried that my pen's not going to flow at this angle. But if I push it back, I'm going to be leaning far over. So perhaps, put that on there. I'm actually going to bring this down here to lean on it there. And that's quite sturdy too, actually. That's not bad. All right, so I'm going to start with these little steps down here at the front. Made a little mistake there, but it doesn't matter. Just keep going. Nobody will notice it at the end. And as I always say, if you want perfection, take a flipping picture. But if you want fun, do a sketch. And if you want memories, do a sketch as well, because even though last week was an absolute, I don't know, washout for me, although you've all been very kind about my sketch, and the whole video actually. It's been very, very nice response, so I must say thank you. Thank you very much for that. But even though it has memories attached to it, so it's not such a bad thing after all, really. All right, this is quite nice. This is easy to sketch on at this angle. Happy with that. Kind of fancy light hanging down. Fancy, fancy. So I'm going to follow the line of this door for this window here. And that should also help us with that idea of perspective. I'm going to use that for this one also. It does have its little shutters open. I'm just going to hint at that like that. Then following our loose perspective lines, here we have some more. This one has its shutters open as well, but you can actually see they're open more. Following that perspective line and trying to keep the same kind of distance. It might be a little bit farther because of the perspective. This distance will look more than this distance. Let's get this lamppost in and then we know where we're going to. It's quite a fancy lamppost. In fact, a lot of the lampposts in Barcelona are really fancy. It could be an interesting series, actually, the lamppost of Barcelona. It's got a little crown. I wonder if that's because this place, Palau Reial, was originally built for the royal family to stay in when they visited Barcelona, so it was like the Barcelona residence. But then it was never used for that, so it's a shame, isn't it? So we have some bushes down here. These bushes continue kind of down there. There's a tree. There's a tree there. Let's just try and clump some of those together. Well, it's just got a little bit windy. It's nice though, because it's very hot. It's nice to have a bit of wind, nice breeze. My friends back home are always like, you don't like hot, do you? Why do you live abroad? You don't like hot. And it's true, I don't like hot. I like the sunshine, but I don't like hot. Oh, there's actually another little lamppost there. I might have that end so you can see the difference between one lamppost and the other, the scale. Ah, yeah, I think that works very well actually, these lampposts. Good, happy that I did that. Brush here. Did I say brush? I meant bush. And then let's have this bust on this thing. How does the bust look? Okay, we've got something going on here. More leaves down here. I don't want to add too much detail into this second building down here because it's not the focus. So I'm just going to just leave that like that. Now let's add some more details in here. This has bricks down the side. When they have these kind of bricks at the side of buildings, I do like adding them in. Oh, that had a balcony underneath it. I didn't add the balcony. Oopsie. Yeah, I think I've let's kind of saved it a little bit. Then from here, these lines go across. They continue under here, and they continue out of here. Oh, there's another bush here, so that's going to cover up that other window there, which is good, because I didn't really want to draw it. Oh, there's a balcony there, though, which I've missed. Will do. Maybe my perspective isn't all fully there, but, you know, it's a sketch. It's a funny little crank thing here. What's that for? I'm going to add it in because I think it looks interesting. And there's a little thing up here as well, which I think is quite interesting. And down here it's all kind of like dry stuff. Right, so I'm going to just draw the frame in as well. Let's keep these two pages going to the same party at least. All right. Let's rub that out now. I think that should be dry enough. It looks very similar to the house above it, actually. That's pretty funny. See how that just rubs off? Perfect, just like a pencil. Okay, which side's the 10? Oh, I haven't clipped it down. It only comes with one clip though, so if you need to do this, you'll need to bring your own clip. This is for cleaning the brush, and this is for picking up water. Right, so I'm going to run through my colours quickly again. I have yellow Arzo, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and green from Rosa Gallery. And this is burnt sienna this time, I checked. Then from Daniel Smith, I have Pyrrole red, green gold. Down here are the ones from the Symposium. Naples yellow, quinacridone rose, and can't remember what that one is. Turquoise. Turquoise, that one's turquoise. Then from Shinhan Arts, I have got the cerulean blue and the deep ultramarine. And from Roman Schmalz. I called him Daniel Schmalz in my last video. Roman Schmalz. I've got the indigo greenish and the Symposium 2026 color. So let's go. This time I'm going to start with this Arzo yellow. I'm going to use that as a wash because it is a very bright day, isn't it? So I'm going to wash that over most everything. Down here on the ground. Right here. Maybe even on that, but not on the bust. Why didn't I start with the sky? I don't know why I didn't do that. Mostly everything is this color along here. I really do like this brush. It holds plenty of water. Clean in the clean side. Pick up from that side. Some green gold. Daniel Smith this time. I'm going to paint all of the bushes. And we're going to change the color in a minute. What a difference this has made having a real tripod. Can you just see that my whole experience is so much, I feel much less stressed. In last week's video when I was using the selfie stick for it, I was having to rest my little finger on it all the time to keep it from falling over. Not today, my friend. Not today. While that's still wet, I'm going to mix in, oh, I didn't spray. Silly me, I was thinking, why is that so hard to pick up? Didn't spray them. Apologies, should have done that before. Yeah, so while that's still wet, hopefully, I'm going to drop in some of this green from Rosa Gallery into the shadowy areas. Still leave bits of the white coming through for some real highlights. Those are a bit darker under there because they're more in shadow. I like this little mixing palette. I think it's only plastic, but it's doing very well. It's very easy to mix on. Right, what colour should I do now then? Right, shall I do the sky? I'm going to take the cerulean blue from Shinhan Arts. Just going to water it down a little. That's it. It's a very nice blue day. Actually, I've seen people doing the sky upside down because the sky should be darker at the top. And it should get lighter as it goes down towards the horizon. That'll do. I do just want the greens to fall downwards, so maybe I should have waited for those to dry before doing the sky. But you know me, always impatient. How did I get that big bloom in the middle? That big bleeding bloom. Right, these doorways and these windows are a kind of... let's see if I can use this Daniel Smith turquoisey colour. Oh yes, I like that. It's very pretty. Right. So I'm going to use that for these windows. They're not really this bright. They're actually very kind of dusty coloured. But I do like this colour, so I'm going to use it. End of. No further questions at this time. And if you want realism, take a picture. Oh, what a much... I don't think I can say this enough, but it's such a much more enjoyable experience not having this wobbling around all over the show. So I'm going to use this for the lamp post. This is the indigo greenish. I really recommend having two different pots because look how dark that colour's gone compared to this one. Oops. Actually, do you know what? I think I would recommend always having the Allen key in here because I haven't brought it and I think that could do with being just a little bit tighter. But that's my fault, not the fault of the product. That's nice, actually, that really dark colour. It's really nice to just kind of make that stand out. It adds a bit of contrast to the picture early on. I'm going to try this Naples Yellow from Daniel Smith. It has white in it, so it's kind of a very kind of sort of creamy texture. And I'm going to use a little bit of that on this bust, just like that. And maybe also on the balcony and the sides of my pillars. And the sides of these little things up here too. Okay, let's just let that dry for a minute while I think about what I'm going to do next. I'm going to just add a little bit of that colour into here just to tie that in with the rest of the painting. Alright, I need to make a grey. What colour makes a grey? Grey is ultramarine. In my last video, I don't know why, but I mixed ultramarine and quinacridone rose trying to make grey. I don't know why I did that, because I know that that's not the way. It's ultramarine with this, which is burnt sienna. It's kind of browny, but you can add a bit more blue in to make it more of a grey colour. There we go. What was I doing that for? Ah, the steps. And also this lamp. Maybe a bit into the door as well. One thing I have noticed, it's not a huge gripe, but it's just a preference for me. The brush is very small. I'd like a little bit more of a handle on it. So a gripe, if you wanted a gripe. And blue in these windows for reflections. There is no glass in this, but I'm going to pretend like there is. Right, I'm going to use this indigo greenish. Well, that mixing with the grey a little bit and the turquoise there. I'm going to use this for my shadows. I'm going to have some shadows coming across here from those bushes. And a little bit of shadow underneath those also. Shadow along here. Some people use purple for shadows, some people use indigo for shadows, some people paint the shadows first. I can never really do that. That's probably good if all the shadows are going to change, like if you know you like the shadow state that you've got and you're worried that they might change throughout the day or throughout the time that it takes you to sketch. I do quite like where my shadows are now though, so this one, that's quite a big shadow it casts down across there. And the whole rest of that building is actually in shadow. This part of that building is in shadow. So I'm sure the shadows weren't like that when I started. I'm just going to take another picture so you can see that. I wonder if I could just bring a bit of this yellow back though, just to make the sunlit bits really stand out. Is that going to work? I'll just put it on lightly. Maybe, I'm not sure if this was a good choice. Let's use this burnt sienna. Just for a couple of branches on this tree. Looking at a few into there too. Why is everything like pooling up in the middle there? Anyone know what's caused that? Why just in that section has it pooled up? I'm going to add a little bit of red into the shadows of the trees. Oh, and I've just messed that up. Well, I'm close to the end anyway, so. I don't want it to overpower, I don't really want it to look red, so I'm just going to pick some of that back up. Just makes it look a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I could go further on the shadows, but I don't know if I should. Should I? Yeah, why not? Oh yeah, I like that actually. That was good. That was nice. I wonder if I can just fade that out. Maybe just put a little bit of that into the trees as well. Right, that's it. Finished. And a much better experience than last time. Now, before I finish this video, I'm just going to tell you something that I hadn't thought about. The very next day, I went sketching with Urban Sketchers Barcelona, and I saw this lady using a very similar setup. I'm not sure if this is a Fuumuui product or not, but it is very similar. And she was just using that for her water, her paints, and then the back support, she had put a swatch of the colours that she had in her palette, and she was still sketching on her knee. And she said that she found this much more comfortable because she didn't like having her water and her palette attached to her sketchbook and everything kind of balancing all over the place. So that is another option and another way to use this palette. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.